some okay results here or there. We didn't see it come through in the Ty-Lu series, though, so that's intriguing that even against one of the stronger teams in the entire regular season, they didn't decide to go down this avenue.
A perfect chance to throw up some surprises if they have any in their back pockets. Amelia already involved in the opening engagement. Starry and Zaka's going to come up with the first couple of kills for the CT side. GR did draw out first blood, and it's still going to be the 4 versus 2 for Lynn Vision, as WeQT is the man to go next. QQ God and Salo Mux are now just only QQ left alone in the 1-on-4 into the back lines of the A site. Bombs dropped in the center of it, not planted. No time bonuses here for the T-side forces. This should be a cleanup and a pistol for LVG.
A very good resurgence there from the CT perspective, because you look at that early mid control and you think they've lost an opening player, they need to try and get some trades back, and then immediately that mid control from the T side just starts to peer away. They start losing fights to the re-extension, and then eventually you've kind of got a pincer of what was an A split. 3 players coming through from elbow, probably trying to get into donut, a couple of players to come in from A main, but when you lose all of that credibility out towards mid, 2 players on A don't have much option. They can try and keep taking some exchanges out from A main, but without many kills, without that bomb plant, they won't be happy with that round whatsoever. Perfect start from Lynn Vision.
Pistol gain, nice and effective. No bomb plant bonus for GR, so no major investments for the second round. They will be taking a couple of deagles, see if they can put out some decent headshots, but outside of that, you should be expecting this one to be cleaned up by the full set of M4s and SMG for LVG. Mediocrity has seen a little bit of aggression in towards main, but unable to land that kill. Meanwhile, over on the B-bomb site, there's been a couple back for the CT forces. So, making it 2 players remaining on the T side. GR, as expected, ripped apart.
It's a very disrespectful second round as well for Lynn Vision here to not even play deep in the bomb sites, but instead take mid control, to take lane control, to start pressing A. And it makes you wonder, is this just on the anti-eco, or are we going to expect this come the next rifle rounds?
All 5 alive for now, and we may well find out a little bit sooner. 2-0 for the start. GR, of course, the eco for the majority of players, a harsher one at that, so the first set of rifles will come in for round number 3. 4 AKs plus 1 Galil, a little bit heavy-handed on the utility basis, so nothing involved for Mediocrity. No incendiaries with the exception of QQ God either, and WeQT is one of his own. They're generally pretty limited in terms of that utility basis, but they have got that firepower, so let's see whether LVG will get suppressed by that rifle presence.
A double incendiary set up with a smoke aggressively to try and take some shelf presence. Even that HE to break the smoke out there towards the bottom of elbow, but once again, the CT's not having too much of a threat out here towards mid. G does take quite a bit of damage to the spam, so loads and unloads quite a bit of that utility towards A main, which does slow down GR's default for a moment, but look at the map control. Mid and shelf being taken. Now for GR, they're going to have to fight back either elbow or doors just to try and get some map control in their favor.
He didn't get away with a clean engagement against G either. Salamux is down to 42 HP, so kind of even standing with a slight HP advantage for GR. The map control is still being held by LVG. They are just as aggressive as you thought that they might be, with Amelia in particular pressed up over at the elbow control. Incendiary, as soon as he sees presence, contact with a quick jiggle peek. Gonna force one man out in the open, isolated from his backup. Starry there with the kill. Amelia still holding his diver next. Should be able to find that individual here. The HE sent down to QQ. God, 8 HP with the damage done. The HE finishing off the job. And those go those 2 kills. No trades yet.
Yeah, they're trying to make a play out from A, they're trying to make a play out from lane, but unfortunately it's just not happening at all. And I think it just shows there for Lynn Vision, they took so much map control, and for GR, they wanted to retake mid. The issue is the protocol just got split immediately. You have your first player trying to come out from elbow, there's an incendiary, and then there's not the follow-up aggression. Instead, they split one another, and it's an easy opening fight to get one. Then you start getting desperate. You're not getting any success in mid, so you start making solo plays out from B doors. You start making solo lurks out from A main, and both of those lurk attempts find absolutely nothing.
Another pistol investment from GR. So far, so not good in terms of their returns onto LVG. A single kill being found. Second one finally forced out there by the Tech 9. The rifles actually are at a disadvantage. Another deagle kill. They haven't checked this corner though here. Zaka set the 3, tap 1, tap 2, spray to the third, not quite as effective. He's turned it into a 2 versus 2 and denied that bomb plant for now.
Now that's an excellent effort down there on the B side, because this is so winnable now. 2v2, even a spam kill comes through. QQ God might not even know he's being backstabbed from ramp.
Needs the 4K clutch in this exchange. AK is at least in his hands, but such low HP makes it a very simple affair for Amelia to get the pick back in and maintain the fourth. Good effort from GR, but still not to be in the fourth round. It's a 4-0 start for Lynn Vision.
Well, they got some really good opening picks. You could see the exchange pretty much immediately out there from lane, that a little bit more acceleration of pace warrants the Tech 9 kill. They get away with one from the dig, but just not clearing out that cubby corner hurts them big time. Yes, it's not the 3K and it's not the bomb denial, but that is a recovery situation there from cubby. Zaka gets away with 2 very clinical kills. And for GR Gaming, that was the biggest threat so far, but it wasn't a round victory. This is a chance for them to respond now.
AWP out for the first time on the T side. Similar story for the CT forces.
Yeah, Zaka gets knifed early on, so down to under 40 points of health on the early exchange.
Salamux is the first man to go down, though. Westmelon with the Molotov kill. And now leaning in to try and look for mediocrity back towards the B doors. He does escape ahead of that flashbang. Starry still fighting in mid, meanwhile, alongside Amelia, able to get another pick. Mediocrity has gone down in the meantime. So it's a 5 versus 2, and LVG as standardly dominating that mid control.
Yeah, they're not messing about on this city side, are they? They are here to cause so much of a threat. My goodness, GR are struggling to even open up areas of the map to warrant entries and create space. And right now, they are being punished from lane and from elbow consistently on these rifle rounds. And it just feels like, again, the lack of entry is just, it's such a big, I suppose, concerning element for GR on these rifles.
Backstab from Starry as well as WeQT goes down to G. Second shot not quite connecting. Not like it matters though. Backup is on the way. En masse.
Oh no.
Closing in the pincers. Just to add a little bit extra insult. The AWP's not peeking. No! Nice out, Starry! Oh, he's not got it! Yes, he's got it! Okay. I think that play really sets the pace for how LVG are treating this kind of match. If the map control wasn't enough, if the aggression wasn't enough to prove the point, that certainly was.
Well, there we go. A little bit of BM. And look, for Lynn Vision, they have proved in these rifle rounds how many AKs they can keep together, how many players can stay alive consistently. GR are having an incredibly tough time. And it hasn't even felt like in one position on the map they've been more successful than another. They are just getting absolutely rinsed right now on their map pick.
5 kills total in 5 rounds for GR. To really hammer home the point of how dominant they've been already. One man tagged to 39 HP. Engagement from Salamux, hoping that he could sit in that corner and catch Zaka off guard. It's not happened though. Opening pick plus damage. Mediocrity trying to nade out the smoke and get an engagement. Does win out one fight, but so quick my spell into the trade. WeQT keeps it at a 3v3 for how much longer though? He's tagged so low and dead to the hands of Starry, who doubles up on his backup.
Even QQ God does get away with a pretty good pick out there from elbow. The issue is, what can he do with it? 1v2, the bomb's dropped outside of the doors, and already Amelia is making that aggressive maneuver. Got the bomb control. And for QQ God, if he can at least deal with the low HP player, this round could be on.
Slow prods in from the AK. Oh, so careful. Oh, so considerate. But oh so caught off with any advantages being negated by LVG. No bomb control. No map control. Unknown to the CT side, sure, but 34 seconds to make a play, and eventually he's going to have to reveal himself.
Now, already making that noise out there towards lane. Both players can pivot, crossfire off one another. QQ God, they're desperate for a round victory. This is the best chance yet.
He's posted. QQ shut down in an instant. Wasting no time with that casualty. The 6-0 start for Lynn Vision, going to continue in their dominating form here for the CT side. And at this point, I know it's a little bit early, but at what point do you start wondering whether or not start taking away any opportunities for GR to do anything here on this map?
Well, I mean, this is a position where, because the CTs are so hyper-aggressive, GR Gaming have got to come up with an idea of how they can counter it. I think slowing it down and having a couple of flashes over the door towards lane in the mid and even late portions of the round might be the most successful, just to try and catch them flat-footed.
Swing forward from the lane, and ramp control. Westmelon able to get that first pick before Mediocrity can take him back down. Zaka,
Oh, not again.
Again, not checked in the corner. Amelia gets the pick on Salo, and Reminder can take back the engagement. They do check that one angle. A 3 versus 3 before it even has any effect. The bomb can go down here, but the sprays continue. The CTs are all up for this retake.
A bit of lane control coming through. AWP gets dropped. This looks like it's on for GR for the first.
All right, then. Opportunities abound. How much further will they go with it here for Lynn Vision? They've got that AK on Amelia. Starry holding his nerve. Slow prods into the CT forces. Half that bomb timer ticked away with the Molotov sent. The smokes are down. The flashes are sent over, but Reminder could not hit the shot. WeQT does, though. Deagle back, ready for the close range shot against Amelia, and will land him directly on the head. So there you go. There's your first for GR.
I think it just showed there for Lynn Vision, all of those aggressive maneuvers down towards the doors weren't multi-frags. Westmelon only got one towards ramp. The slight overextension from Amelia doesn't really find anything from Cave. And then even the tucked Zaka again out there towards a cubby got overlooked by the first player, but not by the second. Very good communication there from GR. They've got caught off guard by that pulse once before. Let's not make it happen again. Let's make sure we're clearing out as much of the bomb site as possible before getting that bomb down. And even that extension towards long up against the AWP, that was such an impactful kill.
Damage coming in already. 2 kills in an instant for LVG. G especially, that AWP quick pick in against Mediocrity. Barely even any damage being done to the LVG side. A 5-on-3 found as effective. Salo trying to get a trade, but Zaka's having none of it.
Not at all. GR find themselves once again in very similar situations. Starry even pressing hyper aggressively behind this elbow smoke. A little bit of trolling in a 5v2, so there is at least 1 kill going the way of GR.
Need a few more to even up the standings, though. That's just from the man advantage. Scoreline still leading by 5 for LVG, and GR got to come up with a long-term plan to turn this whole situation around, if that's even possible at this stage. Less than a minute to play with. What do they do here?
Well, the issue is they don't even have a flash, right? Like I would say in this scenario, at least a flash over the doors can try and prod yourself forward towards lane. They're going to have to go dry, and they're going to have pretty tight spacing off of one another if they want to trade successfully.
They've got a smoke, so they can try and cycle off some of the vision here for the CT forces, but they're just going to go for the dry faces, and it's not going to go well for them at all. Zaka credited with both those kills. It's 7 on the board for Lynn Vision to win the first half of the CT side.
And I think for Lynn Vision, especially a lot of the Asian fans out there, would love to see them qualify to another EPL. Obviously, that's up for grabs in this season of ECL. Think back to what they were able to do the last season of Pro League, right? They were able to have a pretty competitive game against Liquid twice. They were able to beat 9. They've proven up against Tier 1 competition and on the international scale that they can hang and that they can put results up. I think everyone wants to see them in that position again.
A lot of people have been excited about the Asian development. Right now, if LVG lead that charge, and you can see exactly why they would be. WeQT first pick. G responds with an AWP pick on the other side of the map. Ivan's down. So is Salo. 4 versus 3 situation. WeQT out and about next. 2 men, 1 man standing. In fact, 3 kills for Zach with that AK. And GR just continues to struggle in this matchup. Starry.
That's 2 rounds in a row from Starry, man.
Oh, he's opened up a way back in for a Reminder. They're giving up these 1v1 fights. They want to be a bit careful about this, but they have got the bomb, so Sense will start to take over from the LVG side as they'll stack up and hold this crossfire and ensure they cannot get control of the all-important explosive device.
The difficult factor here is, obviously, you know that one's going to be somewhere towards mid, and you know they're probably protecting the bomb, but on low HP, doesn't even matter. Good shot there from Zaka, and while there's a little bit of humor in some of these rounds for Lynn Vision, you still look at the scoreline and say, those rounds haven't got out of control to go the other way. It's still 8-1 on the board.
Barely a pixel being given up to Zaka, and he still hits that flick. That was impressive.
Yeah, individually, they're looking sharp, and I think it just shows by the numbers. I mean, you've got Westmelon 10-4, Zaka at 14-3, and those are the guys that are constantly battering the lane control, both from ramp and from cave side.
Those are the guys also pressing with Amelia to gain the mid control at certain points as well. So all those key areas of the map being covered off by them. GR going hero AK set up with a Mat 10. in support. Actually does work out against Westman, and they barely caught Zachary in the back. That flashbang keeping him blinded. Sari can turn around one pick, but only one. Mediocrity turns that AK into a frag of his own, and the AWP falls through the smoke, so the bomb can get planted, and it looks like GR will find their second. This faster pace catching off LVG, couldn't set up towards lane quite in time, and the end result will be all 5 going down in that second round for GR.
But they've finally been able to break the economy, and I think it shows here for GR. The most success that they've been able to find is those aggressive pops. Another pop into B. Westmelon tucking himself out towards the long cubby corner. Doesn't find anything, and then even his teammate directly on the bomb site getting hit by a lot of those flashes. Can't find much in terms of a response when it in the trading field. And right here for Lynn Vision, you look at the buy, 2 M4s, a Nova, a couple of Digs. This is a great opportunity now for GR to string a few rounds together to perhaps get 4 on the T side to end off the half.
At least make the scoreline not look like as one-sided as it really should be at this stage. Westmelon has other ideas though. He's Deagle up for the headshot. That was lovely. Quite a clothesline on the bomb site, but out towards the A play, the 2 AKs are going to strike. 2 men down, M4G able to get a trade to a 3 versus 3, so it's only these key weapons in play. 2 M4s, 1 Nova, Mediocrity up towards the top of the boost, trying to see if he can look out from the tree and find an angle to work with the Nova at range though, doing tons of damage, setting up G for the kill, Westmelon for the follow-up, and QT, all that remains in the 1-on-3, out towards main, in the blink of an eye, this broken by still works out, it seems, for LVG, or does it? 2 kills offered up to the last T-side player, and now it's a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, this is a winnable scenario. Now there's so much time left on the clock. So there's a few options. There's the fake out to go back into mid and go out towards Donut, or just commit towards A main. And right now, it's patience for both teams. G has been seen, but has not been dropped. A 9th coming through from Lynn Vision. And that force buy, while it didn't have the best of weapons, it still comes out on top with a round victory.
Another 6 sequence for another LVG player, and not even one of the top fraggers either in G. We go to round 12, where the buy has stabilized for the CT side, and GR can bring back some guns of their own right. Try and support a 3rd. Try and make it respectable. Because 9-2 still looks stellar, and LVG could be on the double digits at the turn of the half. XM also out for Amelia, and for Westmelon for that matter. They're going to combine for it in very different areas of the map. Provide the assist on 1 kill, the kill itself through the smoke on the 2nd. Elbow control held at very close quarters with an M4 for backup. It's a 5v3 already for the CT side.
Now the re-smokes just keep coming down out towards this elbow control. Both of those shotguns finding immediate impact by pressing aggressively close behind utility. And once again, GR find themselves without map control. Now, one thing that they've been very good at is punishing the overextensions from elbow. And I'm looking at both of these CTs and elbow and thinking, maybe just one of them, maybe Starry might go through that smoke again.
Well, it almost gave up the round a couple of rounds ago, so wonder what GR are waiting for. And they almost they do catch the man in the end. Got his nicks in though, and the XM able to respond to the high HP player. Reminded of exactly who he's facing. LVG cleaning house against the last couple of players. And QQ God is all that's left in a 1-on-3 with 20 HP. Backstab's coming in from G as well. The timing's not quite there for the man. It'll be seen, tapped up, that's all you need. 10-2 at the turn of the half. Monstrous on the CT side for Lynn Vision. Can they carry it forward for the last few? We'll find out after the break. The last ancient between these two teams ended 16-5, and I think, Dwight, that even though the MR15 rule set no longer applies, we're looking at very similar differences when it comes to LVG and GR. 10-2 at the turn of the half, and Lynn Vision just look lights out.
And they really do. They haven't given away that many opportunities for round victories, and you think even in this pistol, a slight gamble could be on the cards. 4 out towards B, a very heavy stack with just a single spotter on A to jiggle down from elbow to watch out the mid control. Even from red, they have spotted 2, but haven't seen the bomb and the rest of the individuals.
1 good, 2 good headshots from QQ God. Okay, that's an impressive start, but will it continue? Will his teammates be able to follow up? Not Sallow. Gooch down to 15 as the T's will make their way in. Bomb will have to make his way outside of main just yet. The 2 forward players are going to try to look for some picks, and Starry will be able to get one of them. Can he get the second? Mediocrity is known. USP's pulled out. Reloads in. The headshot's just as beautiful. And it's a 3-on-3, but CT just swarmed the bomb site. The Julies are out. Reminder, last man standing, spotted by the second player, and G can barely surprise to a 1 versus 1. QT and Zaka, the last 2 players remaining, and Zaka's heavily tagged here.
A 1v1 situation, and we've seen GR in a few of these. They haven't been that successful when it comes to the clutches, though. The Julie's out from red, can spot any of that cross out from elbow and to any remark up towards the red room. A quick rotation out to B could also be on the cards. Does Zaka get the bomb down straight away, or does he tap it? Does he try and draw a fight out in the open? Does he try and draw the reposition?
Got to think about that HP advantage that will be there for QT. Full stick from safety. Did he see the man? I don't know if he did. Being careful about this, checking his corners as QT misses the timing, but he knows where Zaka must be at. Slow walks, ringer, rosies. They're barely missing each other out. Zaka, back turn, tapped easy for the Julies, and GR will have an all-important pistol for them.
Well, they deserve that, because that was a very good start to the round from QQ God. He's the only individual down there on A. They've got a very heavy stack out to B. Yes, there's a reposition to come through from Sallow to at least spot out there from red, but it was those 2 kills from the USP and Donut. That's what started the round, and in the end, they get warranted with a round victory. The issue here is it's 4 casualties, and a bomb plant, of course, Lynn Vision are going to buy. They probably would have bought anyway, even if they didn't get the plant down, but they're going to have a strong buy. And for GR, this could reset them so harshly if Lynn Vision are able to win the force buy.
Probably would be match ending, or well, map ending at the very least. GR facing the full frontal force of the Galils and the rifles out towards main. QQ God forced to use an incendiary as a result and gets caught off ahead of the fire. Zaka's just got that little bit extra vision, but a second set of flames does come down, so it stops any further action.
It's a good cancel there from Lynn Vision. Because they didn't have a smoke to that opening incendiary, they couldn't continue the acceleration of pace, and that meant that the ace site could be stacked up with rotations in from Donut and from mid. So slow it down, cancel, see if you can work the mid round. There's a slight lurk from Westmelon out towards lane. There's a slight work from G passively from elbow. Everybody else is regrouped in A main with the bomb, so it will be an A lean in the late rounds.
G with another. Westmelon's Deagle can also strike, and Sallow is all down. All out of the round, it feels like, for GR. 2 versus 5. There's no way you bring this back, and it seems like it's just going to get worse. 2 kills on for Westmelon. Can he make it a triple with the Deagle? Seems on to do so. Either way, LVG get the bomb down, and the round is over.
I think it's so impressive that for an average viewer at home, I think Lynn Vision has only been more on the international scale across maybe the last 12 months, maybe last 18 at an absolute stretch. But yet Westmelon's been a part of this lineup for, what, 6.5 years? Like, that is just crazy to think about how long you can be tied with a single sort of organization for before you warrant the success, before you actually get to see yourself in a conversation of being the #1 team in Asia, being the team that constantly goes overseas, to constantly qualify to events.
Only a couple more rounds left for LVG. GR Gaming really faced the hurt in this one, and now they're going to get a taste of their own medicine. Fell victim so many times with LVG to the rush tactics of GR, and in this case, well, it's all coming up, lighting up the scoreboard. Kill feed all in orange. QQ, all that remains.
Just praying that even 1 kill can be granted, but at this point you want to save. You want to try hold on to that 5-7. Even the Zeus and armor, the slight upgrades, I can guarantee he's going to be attempted to be hunted. I mean, G's already out here towards CT spawn. And yes, he's having a good time.
Check the corner. Actually walked right past QQ, but that may give away his position, and now Starry's hunting him, so get this frag in, remove the last man from the field, give them nothing to play with in the next, and that is exactly what will happen here. 12-3. Map point for Lynn Vision. Expected this one to be dominant, and that's exactly what we've seen.
Anubis, we know, is one of the strongest maps in the pool for Lynn Vision, and that's map 2 in the series. You have a look at GR on their map pick. It has not been a smooth affair at all, and it's very similar to the matchup against Tyloo. Again, even on their map pick, just struggling to get rounds up, struggling to make it competitive. And what is potentially the last round of the entire map, you don't even have a strong buy to work with.
WeQT hoping for a lucky headshot through that smoke, but nothing's coming through for him. And the B-site defenders hunker down, expecting there to be some sort of hit. Instead, they push forward, and Zaka's going to punish them for it. All-important frag. Salo down. Second, not so much. Struggles against Reminder as well. So the numbers game does stack up against Lynn Vision in this case.
And a lot of map control being gained out here towards CT. The dig does not warrant that kill. And now the split down towards A is going to be so punishing onto QQ God. He's by himself now.
4 on 3. Reminder's going to get caught off of the rotation angles as well. This could be 2 simultaneous fights on the CT forces, both of which are going to be vitally important. They've lost the first. The second one goes their way alongside a kill from QQ in mid. So it's a 2 versus 2 with HP against Starry's position. So this might get a bit awkward for LVG.
It's all about the timing of when the information comes through. Reminder has to get this first kill.
Starry's down instead. Reminder doubles up. Amelia to fall, and GR hang in there.
You could just feel there for Lynn Vision that they had a couple of players on the bomb side directly and a couple of individuals to cut rotates. Westmelon out there from sort of red to look into that CT line, and then even Starry out to the front side of Shelf. Both of those individuals aren't successful, and it means that retake is a lot easier. The low HP out there towards default, the multi-frag to come through from the Galil, and a 4th round for GR Gaming.
A survival round for GR Gaming. One of 9 to make up to close the gap against LVG. Significant gap. Salo, aggressive, trying to pull off the same tricks that LVG did on their CT side. Mid domination, that doesn't go well. Starry caught the information. WeQT able to take him right back, but unawares of how close the teams might be towards him over at window. That 1-for-1 trade seems to get away with his life as well.
Yeah, but QT goes back, and Westmelon's not in a position with teammates that he can warrant that extension, warrant that hyper-aggression. Out towards Shelf, he actually does get caught. G was trying his best to get that trade frag, but with Elbow still being smoked, they can't get on the other side of it, and that's a very good fight to go the way of GR, to keep the man advantage, and even to keep the map control. He's extending again rather than just falling back.
Zaka looking to engage, and WeQT wins another important fight. The AWP and G missing. And now Amelia is known for the man that took him down. God, oh, perfect with the tap, the burst through, the double kills in this round. And again, survival for GR.
Even when you come to the next round, you might see 1 hero rifle and then a light upgrade around the rest. Jeez, they're buying it down all the way. I think it just shows here for Lynn Vision that they kind of want to get this game over and done with as quickly as possible. Now, that actually could warrant a few more rounds here from GR, because this is not the best of buys. This is a difficult buy to work.
See these guns attempting for the lane control again. Incendiary down on WeQT, so he can't press ahead of this position, but he can look onto the B doors angle. There's bullets flying in general direction, none of them connecting as of yet. And now the execution will happen. Reminder is there for the defensive, and Starry will also fall. Westmelon drops down on the double, and now it's only the pistols on LVG that remain.
Unfortunately, there was even a Tech 9 available that was on the back of Starry, who had a rifle, and it was not passed over to Zaka. So Zaka's just going to be on a Glock for the majority of this round. Now, that pop into B was unsuccessful. They weren't even really able to get out of that ramp control, just being punished by that lane aggression.
This should be another good round for GR. 6 that will go with the CT board, and now with only 6 more to go on LVG. Starts to look a little bit more doable by the round, but it's still very far away from being a plausible comeback. Any one good round from LVG would close it out as well, so keep that in the back of your heads. If you are GR, you have to be perfect from here on out.
And I think for Lynn Vision, me personally, I just want to see a good rifle round in the sense of good buy and a strong buy, rather than maybe buying too harshly and too much on some of the anti-ecos and just getting yourself the NWP if you want it out for G, the AKs for everyone, full sets of utility, and make sure that you're not giving too much room for GR, because they have been given a couple of freebies. Again, that last round, it was an unnecessary force. They could have gone hero rifle onto one and just a few upgraded pistols onto the rest. Instead, they buy it down all the way, so a lighter eco has to come through in round 19. It's going to feature some deagles across the board. And, I mean, even if you could just take a few of the AKs out of the fold, that will make it easier to close to get your 13th.
Well, round 19, paper should not be that all-important victory round. Again, we'll see whatever they can achieve on this particular case. Sallow, did he see Starry jumping up? I'm not quite sure. Starry's looking for those picks. They'll spray through the smokes and actually get nothing for it. No damage being done towards the T side. Amelia made a play out towards the A main control and got shut down forward with a minor finding Zaka next. So anti-eco cleanups are standard for GR.
Now, Sallow is still watching for that boost they tried only a few handfuls seconds ago. And Westmelon's now going to be the guy out on top. The spams come through, so they know that there is a boost in play. It hasn't even felt like a Deagle's had an opportunity of getting a kill. A lot of spam frags that have come through from the CT side. Westmelon and Starry, again, in a 2v5 to make something happen.
Hoping that the CTs go as aggressive as they did around that elbow position. GR are going to play this as carefully as possible. Again, they cannot afford to really make many mistakes at all. This will be another perfect round to make their way into number 7 on the CT side. The gap closes even further still. Lynn Vision have their guns out, and this could be a winning round for them. All they have to do is just lock it down. Secure all 5.
GR Gaming haven't even seen an AWP come through for them. We know that WeQT is the AWPer of the team. I think they're quite set and comfortable on just the 5 rifles, the 5 automatics across the board. Still keeping those double AKs in play from the last round. Fast and aggressive mid-control for the anti-rush utilities on point. Double incendiary and 1 HE annihilates the first couple of individuals.
Lynn Vision read like a book there. They're not ready for Starry, at least Sallow isn't. WeQT able to take the trade right back, so it's a 4-on-2 for GR. Lynn Vision tried something quick, tried to catch GR off guard, but they were so ready for it on the CT side. And they're going to continue stacking up these rounds, it feels like. Unless Zaka and G make some mad plays, this should be number 8.
Just superb utility for the City side. You look at that anti-rush and it's on point. You've got players backing up the util well. And Lynn Vision, rather than slowing it down and work a default, they try the press aggressively again. Get out from elbow. And they can't even engage into a fight. Zaka might try and peer through the smoke just to see if he can find someone caught sleeping, caught napping on the bomb site, because 2v4, you have to start making individual plays.
G's caught, tagged to 5, should be dead very soon indeed. That bomb especially being seen, but the action is given a bit of rotation breathing room. A one-on-one engagement here against QQ could actually set Zaka up to claim the A bomb site. Got to get it before G gets to the site itself, though. He's going to be an easy target to take down for the CT forces, and he's evaded the man entirely.
Yeah, Zaka's going to try and take as much space as he can, but the problem is, even if he gets into Donut, it doesn't help. There's no CTs there, so he's going to extend the line and get a good fight. They don't know about the Temple player.
Ivan able to secure the pick. 1 player versus 3 now. Full on clutch for Zaka. Cannot make it happen. There it is, number 8 for GR. LVG, no bomb plant bonus. Money is looking a little bit shaky in certain areas.
And this is where, especially with the new rule set of MR12, you have to be clinical of closing out games. Otherwise, you just go to OT. You don't have the rounds to work with when you're on map point like you used to. 12-8, if you're not getting bomb plants, can go 12-12 very quickly. And that's wild to think about. We're even in a conversation that there is a possible overtime. Lynn Vision have struggled to close. This has turned into a really large streak of rounds now.
Just to emphasize the point, Dwayne, when you go from MR15 to MR12, you lose a whole fifth of the matches you used to have before. So things can creep up on you very quickly as they try and creep into the mid control. A lot of the hectic firefights that actually do come up on top for LVG. A 3-on-2 for them, and both CTs isolated. QQ's going to go for engagement. He needs to win it, otherwise the A site would have fallen, and he does win out against Zaka. So back to an even stance will go with Westmelon and G making no qualms about their hits.
And now they can smoke off Donut or they can smoke off CT. They're going to smoke off Donut, get that plant down safely. Now QQ's backed off of that Donut position, and both individuals are going to come from CT together. They're going to work that 2v2 as a unit.
Okay, Lean's G spotted and sprayed. Westmelon now needs to win a clutch. Hearing both sets of footsteps as well. And he drops off. Two players to swing. The spray does not get them both. He just taps onto the first man and does not even secure the kill with that. It's QQ credited with a 3K and a 9th round for GR.
Now that wasn't a full invest. Again, they still had some rifles, but they gave themselves some breathing room that even if they weren't successful in the round, they would still have a rifle round come round 22. That looked like it was going to be the one to close, though. You look at those couple of picks that they were able to gain from mid, the shelf kill that came through from Westmelon. It's a 3v2 advantage. They just need to group together and move out towards the A side, and instead, 2 players A main, 1 out from mid, lose that fight to QQ and Donut individually, and then it just sets up a winnable opportunity there from GR. Lynn Vision, again, still in a position to close out this game, and GR keep fighting back on the comeback.
Only 3 more to make up to take us to an overtime. Lynn Vision given a lot more respect by the GR Gaming crew. No further fights for directive presence in mid. It's just this one man leaning out from the red control. No one even in it. Cheetah to try and fight for lane control either. Sprays, blinded. Salah giving up his position, taking some damage for it in the hopes of getting a kill. But nothing goes the way of GR just yet.
Lot of map control right now here for Lynn Vision. They've got Cheetah, they've got Lane, they've got aggressive Donut, and there's still a minute on the clock. This is a really good pause for the T's to be in now because they can force mistakes, they can force some info plays, they can force an overextension just to try and get an idea of where space is available. You can see the freeze. Westmelon out here from Cheetah, Zaka at bottom ramp, the AWP and Donut, they are slowing this round down.
$40 seconds. Slow and surely, the LVG form up for the execution. You've got Reminder set here over on short. Mediocrity set on the long control. Meanwhile, G is trying to make a flank play as the smokes start getting set in. Reminder gonna get blinded as G wins a fight into the back lanes. QT dealt with, and now the CTs are sandwiched. Reminder still able to fight back out of position, but he's lost his backup. A 3-on-3, and he catches another good kill, but finally Westmelon combines alongside G. They need to get the bomb down now as G's AWP can land on towards Salo, and QQ got his all that remains. A 1v2 clutch, all important. G has gone down. That low HP against Westmelon now going to become a factor in the clutch. QQ making noise. They know where he is. Westmelon just holding himself in the corner. Will he get checked? Absolutely not. At least not in time. It's the